Good morning to all of our Flint Community Schools students, parents, scholars, families, neighbors. If you went to Flint schools way back in the day, this welcome is for you as well. Thank you for joining us for our January Title I Citywide Parent Meeting. My name is Ashley Strozier. I have the wonderful pleasure of serving as board chairwoman. And today, Thursday, January 21st, we have the wonderful opportunity to be hosted by Freeman Elementary. Now, I know you're probably like, now, how is Freeman hosting? That's because we've learned to adapt in this virtual world. And just as if we were face to face in person for these wonderful monthly Title I Citywide parent meetings, we are going to start our meeting off the right way, the only way I know how to do it. And we're going to start off with hearing from Freeman's administrator, Mrs. Anna Johnson. Good morning, Mrs. Johnson. How are you?
Good morning, Mrs. Strozier. I am absolutely positively amazing this morning.
So the floor is yours. Go ahead. Welcome us into your virtual office.
Well, hey, hopefully it looks pretty good behind me. But good morning, greetings, everyone. I am Anna Johnson, the principal of Freeman Elementary, home of the Mighty Mighty Mustangs. Good morning to all of you powerful parents, committed community members, super stakeholders, and fabulous family engagement specialists. We are so grateful to have you here with us as we host the citywide meeting for the amazing, amazing parents of Flint Community Schools. We are grateful to have you here live and in living color, and in some cases on Facebook. In some cases, you're streaming this and watching it later, but we are grateful to have you here. We hope that today finds you both happy, healthy, and hopeful. We hope that you will continue to stay connected with us as we seek to change the world with the amazing little people that we have, knowing that you may be getting some phone calls soon. Phone calls about intercession or summer school or your learning preference as we continue to change the world. So again, we thank you for connecting with us today, and we are very grateful to have this opportunity to host as we are part of Freeman, those mighty, mighty Mustangs. But all in all, we are part of the Flint Jaguars, and we are grateful to have you join us today. Mrs. Strozier, thank you so much for giving us this opportunity.
Oh, no problem. Before you disappear, you must tell us, what will be the highlight of your day today?
Ooh, the highlight of my day. The highlight of my day is what is coming. We are a tier 1 school, and so right now our teachers are doing intervention with children in small groups, but I absolutely love the opportunity to get into classrooms. And though I can't walk down the hallway and mix it up with my kids and the teachers and see what's going on, I'm able to jump into every single Zoom class and see those minds turning over. As teachers seek to engage children using virtual and distance technology, teachers continue to do amazing things. And our kids, my kids, continue to show me how smart they are. Even though they're at home, they're connecting with their teachers and they are learning new things. They never cease to amaze me, and I'm looking forward to hopping into all of those Zoom classes.
And you know what? I know I keep hitting you with these last minute unprepared questions, but this is a parent meeting. What would be one tip that you want all of our parents tuning in to know?
The one tip that I think all parents should know and accept is that you're doing the right thing. This is hard for everyone, and every little ounce that you give is a big thing. It may seem that just getting your child up in the morning and getting their face in that screen, like we always say at Freeman, I look forward to seeing your face in that space, because right now we can't be in this place. I think that it's really important that you acknowledge as a parent that you've been given another task, and it's a hard task. And so every little thing that you do is making an impact in the lives of children. And to know that we all make mistakes, but together we are learning, and we will continue to do great things for our children because we love them and we continue to learn and grow together.
And you know what? That was the most perfect way to start out today's meeting. You mentioned that all of this virtual learning and everything that we're doing differently is extremely difficult. We've had to make a lot of growth adjustments, but you're right. When parents are making that effort, they're doing what's best for their children. So we certainly appreciate that wonderful, warm welcome and also those words of encouragement. I think the more we hear that, the more we can make it to the next day. So we're going to let you go so that you can attend to your scholars and your wonderful building full of staff, and have a wonderful Thursday.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Johnson, for that. We appreciate you popping in for us today. Next on our agenda, we are normally going to, at this time, you will see Miss Sarah and her wonderful boys hopping on for a live cooking demonstration. But if you want to see that, they will be back next month. But no, Miss Sarah did not leave us hanging. She certainly sent us another healthy recipe to start. So we are going to play that for you. Give me a second to share my screen. On today's wonderful, delicious menu, we will be sharing a live, or not a live video, but a video showing us how to make kale apple salad. And if you are tuning in on Facebook, whatever platform you may be watching on, please do us a favor, share this video, tag another parent, and tell them to come join the Title I Citywide Parent Meeting. Okay, so we're going to try that again. You know, sometimes when you're working with technology.
Well, they have a lot of vitamins.
All right, we're going to start that over.
Hey everyone, I'm Jerry.
So we're going to try that again. Not sure what happened, but you know what? Working with technology, you learn how to hit that restart button and try again. And I think I got it this time.
Hey everyone, I'm Jerry Bedore. I'm a nutrition program coordinator at the Crim Fitness Foundation, and today we're going to be talking about apples. So, why eat apples? Well, they have a lot of vitamins and minerals that are essential to our body, like other fruits and vegetables. But one thing I think is really overlooked is fiber. So, this red part of the apple has a bunch of fiber that our body needs because, one, it helps our digestion. So it helps food move through our body. Also, it's good for your blood, like things like keeping your blood sugar normal. And also, when you eat fruits and vegetables, they help fill you up because of fiber. So fiber helps your body feel more full. So other reasons apples are awesome: convenience. You can take them on the go. It's like they're already packaged because of their peel. So not only does the peel provide fiber, it provides us packaging. So it's a good grab and go snack. So apples are a good thing to always keep in your household. Also, the convenience, because they can store up to a week just sitting on your shelf and even longer in your fridge. But a tip, don't leave your apples in the bag when you put them in the fridge if you want them to last longer. Now, my favorite part of apples is all the different ways you can eat them. So you can have apple slices with peanut butter, apple slices with cinnamon, apple sauce, and they go great with a lot of different salads. So today, I'm gonna make a recipe, and it's one of my favorites, kale and apple salad. So let's get started. This recipe is brought to you by the Michigan Fitness Foundation's Michigan Harvest of the Month. First thing you're going to want to do is take the kale leaves off the tough stems. Then I rinsed and soaked the leaves before I cut them up. Next, chop or tear your kale into bite-sized pieces and then place into a bowl. After that, you can massage the leaves with your hands by lightly scrunching the kale until the leaves are darker in color. You can do this for about 2 minutes. Adding a little bit of salt can help if you'd like to do that. Now add a half cup of dried cranberries or raisins. You can chop these up into smaller pieces if you'd like. After adding your dried fruit, now chop up an apple into bite-sized pieces and then add to bowl. Add 2 ounces of crumbled feta cheese. Time to make the salad dressing. Grab a separate bowl to mix your measured ingredients in. 3 tablespoons olive oil or canola oil. 1.5 tablespoons apple cider vinegar. 1 tablespoon mustard. 1.5 teaspoons honey. Once combined, whisk the ingredients together. Now pour the dressing on the salad and toss. All right, before I start eating, I can't tell you how many people that don't like kale have stopped at my Michigan Harvest of the Month table and given this a try and completely changed their mind on how they thought about kale. So even if you're a little bit pessimistic about trying this, I suggest you try it at least once because you might try it over and over again. All right, thanks for watching. Now I'm gonna enjoy this.
Well, we certainly thank Sarah for sharing that link with us. That link was also, we were able to pull that from YouTube. So what we'll do, we'll post that in the comment section later on today. So if you want to make the delicious kale salad with you and your family, you can go ahead and give it a try. And like Jared said, don't forget, the best way to keep those apples a little longer and much tastier is to take them out of the bag when you get them home. So sometimes you may have to go behind the kids. Make sure you tell them, pull them out the bag, rinse them off, and then put them away. But hey, that was a good tip, and that looked like a very delicious recipe we all might want to try in the future. So next on our agenda, we're going to talk about ways to enhance our children's learning ability. Maybe this virtual learning has been difficult for them to adjust to. Maybe your child's not reaching the level of excellence that you want them to be at. Maybe they need that extra push that you can give them because it's 3rd and 4th grade math is totally different from what you remember. Well, Flint Community Schools has reached out and they have made a beautiful connection with a new partner. And we are going to ask Miss Tiara Blassagame to go ahead and turn on her camera because she has tons of information to share with us about being a part of the tutoring that will be offered to Flint Community School families. If you've seen the flyer, you've seen the Google link, if you've registered for your child, all of that information, Tiara's, you've been able to capture that data, and we are getting ready to start some hands-on, some virtual learning, some virtual enhancements. And you know what? I think it's ready to hear it from Miss Tiara herself. This is Miss Tiara Blassagame. She is the program director of mathandmoretutors.com. Good morning, Ms. Blassagame. How are you?
Good morning. I'm wonderful. Thank you for having me.
So let me tell you, if a parent was a 3rd grade parent like I am, I have a 3rd grader, I have a 5th grader, this new math is a little scary. But along with other subject areas that children are expected to grow in, to learn more in, and not everybody is able to adapt well, not everybody's able to help their child at home, but thankfully Flint Community Schools has made this wonderful connection with you, and you all are coming in with your superhero capes on so we can help our children. So tell me, what can we know about this wonderful tutoring program that will be offered to our students?
Well, to start, again, we're just so thrilled to be able to come alongside the great work that you guys are doing at the Flint Community Schools, help lift a little bit of the burden, like you said, off of teachers, families, and students to be able to support in any area of need. So we have young people from K through 12 that have areas of deficit or areas they're struggling in, areas they just want to be better in, that we're connecting them with passionate, gifted educators to really help them reach their full potential in that area and hopefully take some of that weight off the parents' shoulders in the meantime.
So what are some areas that you all are able to assist children in? Is it just any and everything, or is there anything specific?
Well, just about any and everything. We do have parents signing up specifically for a lot of reading comprehension, math fact fluency, making math easy. We do have SAT prep. We have IEP or special education support, science, any area of need you're welcome to sign up for. We'll connect you with an expert to really help your child reach their full potential in that area.
Now, I've noticed a lot of online solicitation as far as parents signing their children up for all these different tutoring programs. You pay $500 for this, or it's $25 an hour for that. How much is this going to cost our parents? We need to know about cost up front. Even I know the answer, but I want you to say it for everybody to know. How much is it going to cost our parents?
We are so thrilled that this is absolutely free to parents and families. And we are just so thrilled to be able to use our gifts and talents to really help your young people reach their full potential at no cost at all to you. We just ask that you help your child commit fully to the program. You help get them on consistently, because consistency is key for them to reach their full potential. And we're partnering with you to help them reach their full potential.
Now, when you talk about commitment, maybe go into that a little bit more. What is the expectation? If I sign Ashley up for tutoring, what do you expect me to do as the parent?
All right. As a parent, we would love for you to, first of all, get your child registered in the platform, help your student log on their tablet or Chromebook, and help them be prepared for that first week of February where we're kicking off our one-on-one tutoring. Students are signed up for sessions twice a week for hour-long sessions, and we're expecting the parent to help the child be on there, prepared, on time, ready to receive the instruction to really take full advantage of this opportunity.
And so you've already covered the program is free. I just need to sign up. And if you have not signed up already, and this is your first time hearing about it, please contact your family engagement facilitator today. It doesn't cost you anything. We just need you to have a commitment. Now, how often will the students be receiving this tutoring? Is it once a week, 5 days a week? You need them to be available on Saturday, Sunday. What does that look like?
So the great part of our program is we have tried and tested twice a week sessions for hour-long sessions, really help the students with the greatest level of mastery. And it is going to run until the end of the school year, or 2 8-week session allotment. You're able to sign up either for both sessions initially or for the first session or second session. So we have a lot of eager parents that are excited to take care of the advantage of this opportunity, that have signed up for either, both, or one or the other. Spots are limited, so we do want to make sure parents are signing up today so they can take full advantage of this program.
And so you mentioned being able to help those students out with reading comprehension and those other areas, but you also tapped on ACT prep and helping out those high schoolers. Now, what does that look like?
Oh, we have very skilled, again, experts that are gifted in the area of SAT prep, ACT prep, to work with the specific students in their greatest area of need. Maybe that math portion is really giving them trouble. We're going to connect them with an expert math teacher that is going to be able to help them with those challenges, help them with some deductive reasoning on how to approach those questions so that they can have the greatest number or greatest success possible on that test.
You know what, that I think if more parents knew about this amazing opportunity, we would probably need 15 different waiting lists, because not everybody's child is excelling the way they want them to. We're missing that interaction with teachers standing over you, giving you that guidance. No, you did that wrong, but this is certainly a great way to offer that additional support, not just for the student, for the parent as well. Is there any additional information you would like to share today?
I think I just want to stress the awesome opportunity that we have to take your child from wherever they are as far as humanly possible in these next 17 weeks. There's no child that can't be reached. If there's any area that you'd like to see your child improve in, get them registered, get them signed up. We're going to get them connected with a passionate, expert educator that's going to be able to take them over the rest of the school year and really help them reach their full potential in whatever area of need it is that they have. So we're just honored to be able to work with the Flint Community Schools along the great work all of you guys are doing and help these children excel as much as possible.
Now you talk about these expert tutors. What makes them experts? Are they certified teachers? Are they retired teachers? What type of training did they go through?
So we're so thrilled that we have quite the gamut. And I think every person that is along our staff are very gifted in this specific area. And I think that that's the greatest asset to our company and what it is that we provide is I'm not just going to connect them with any tutor. They're going to be connected with either a pre-teacher, a certified teacher, or a past teacher that has experience with this population, with educating them, that is passionate about helping them reach their full potential and extremely gifted in that area. I'm a math person. I shouldn't be teaching reading. So I have people that are gifted specifically in math. They're going to focus specifically on math with your child. I have reading comprehension specialists that are just passionate about helping your child not only learn to read, but love to read. So we're just thrilled to be able to collaborate our gifts to help produce greater gifts in your children.
And I thought I was done with questions, but I keep asking myself, I think I need to ask this question for somebody out there watching. Now, if a parent has a child that is receiving learning support services, what type of enhancement opportunities do you have available for those specific needs?
So I also have phenomenal special education certified teachers that are thrilled to be able to connect with these young people and support their specific areas of need. We've been able to connect some parents already. They're speaking on some of those specific areas, and we're connecting them with the right teacher that is gifted in that area to be able to address some of those areas of concern.
Okay, and then I'm looking at the comment section, and I know that you mentioned there are limited spots.
Mhm.
So if somebody is interested, they still should contact their family engagement facilitator to get on the list. Is that right?
Yes, definitely. My understanding is the more people that are interested, the more that they possibly can expand the program. But you want to make sure you're getting yourself on there, trying to help make sure we can help as many kids as possible with this huge opportunity that we have. We do believe that these resources should be consistent for students in Flint, and we want to help the students be able to fully take advantage of these opportunities.
Now, will they be meeting face to face for tutoring, or will we be doing this over a virtual platform? What does that look like?
Good question. So all of this is provided virtually so that students can stay at home safely and receive these services. It also allows them to miss out on any hindrances for transportation and so forth, so they get to take advantages fully from their home. We do have a phenomenal interactive platform that we tutor from that allows us to be able to really create almost a face-to-face type of an interaction while utilizing the tools of technology.
Okay, and then I know that someone on our Facebook viewership, they said, I tried to sign up my high schooler. One of the required fields wouldn't drop down, so I couldn't get them signed up. So I'm going to tell Miss Tanya Clark, please contact Mrs. Emanuel or Miss Curtis at Southwestern Classical Academy, so that if you're still having that technical issue, we want to get your child signed up. We want to get them on the list so that we can possibly expand if we are for some reason running out of spots. This sounds like we're not going to run out of spots. If there's a need, the need will be met, but we need for you to sign up so that they can make adjustments on their end, so we can have enough tutors, so that we can have enough resources and be able to spread it across everybody. Is that correct, Ms. Blassingay?
That is my understanding.
Okay, so make sure if you are having issues with registering for tutoring, if you can't get it, if it's not working, it won't let you hit submit, or if you just don't like working with Google Docs, contact your family engagement facilitator. They're available. They can walk you through it over the phone. They'll fill it out for you. We want to make sure your child gets on the list. In the chat section on Zoom, how many spots are available? However many spots we need. That's the perception I'm getting. I think that pretty much covers it. There will be 2 sessions. The session 1 starts February 1st through March 27th. Session 2 starts March 29th through June 1st. So this is an opportunity that will be available for the remainder of the year. So whether you need some tutoring right now, you want to just sign up for tutoring now just to have it later on, make sure you get on the list. Get on the list, sign up today. You don't know how to sign up, I know you know how to contact your family engagement facilitator. Give that person a call today. Anything else you want to close out with, Ms. Blassingay?
Don't wait. Registration does close January 27th. So they will stop receiving referrals. So please make sure you get them signed up today so that we can help your children reach their full potential.
All right, you heard it from Ms. Blassingame. Sign up today. The deadline is approaching in 6 days. So if you might think your child might need help later on down the line, get on the list today. It's better to get on the list today and not need it than to not get on the list and wish you would have signed up. So thank you so much, Ms. Blassingame, for sharing with us about the tutoring program. The name of the tutoring program again is mathandmoretutors.com. Feel free to look them up, but guess what? You don't have to look that far because they are a part of our Flint Community School family. Thank you so much, Ms. Blassingame.
Thank you.
So next on our agenda today, we are going to cover for our academic piece, a presentation from Ms. Alicia Pierce and Sherry Michaels. So we are going to play that for you virtually. Give me 1 second. Again, if you're watching on Facebook, please do me a favor. Share this to your following, share this to somebody else that's tuning in, tag another parent. We want to make sure that we're sharing this information and we're putting it out there so that parents have a way to capture this new information and share it. And you know what? It might be a benefit to them.
Welcome, parents, to the Citywide Parent Meeting today. We are glad you're here. I'm sorry that we can't be with you in person today, but we have another obligation. My name is Alicia Pierce, and I work with teachers at the middle and high school.
My name is Sherry Michaels, and I am the district's instructional technology specialist. One of the beauties of technology is that we can actually be in two places at one time. Today, Alicia and I are going to share with you 6 tips to help your child succeed in distance learning.
Our first tip, the S in SMART tips, is to set a schedule. It is easy to fall into the trap that distance learning school is less important than regular school, but that's just not the case. Students still need to attend their live sessions each day, Monday through Friday. Also, students should expect to spend some additional time on assignments outside of their live session. If you were to help your students set a schedule that allows them to fit in their work time outside of class, that would be very beneficial. Also, when we were in face-to-face regular school, your students probably had a regular bedtime and a regular wake-up time. Distance learning should be no different. Establish norms for bedtimes and wake-up times. And yes, this includes being dressed for school. Students should not attend live sessions in their pajamas or unclothed. Setting a schedule helps students be more organized. They have adequate time to prepare, and they're not trying to rush through an assignment and finish something at the last minute. This is definitely another place for parents and guardians to help.
Thank you, Alicia. Setting a schedule is so important. And also, the M in SMART is for materials. Every morning when your student gets ready for their live sessions, they want to make sure that they have their school-issued device, their Chromebook, their iPad. Students cannot adequately attend school on their phones only. And in much the same way that they would carry a backpack to the classroom, when they go to online school, they'll want to make sure that they have a notebook or some paper, a pen and a pencil accessible to jot down important ideas and information. An alternative to pens and pencils would also be to use an online note-taking system like Google Keep or Google Docs or any other digital note-taking system that they like to use.
Thank you, Sherry. I think for secondary students, definitely the reminder that students cannot adequately do their schoolwork on their phones is very important. The second M in our 6 SMART tips is to monitor your students' work. And there are many different ways to monitor your students' work. You should know that all students have a Google Classroom with each of their teachers. And in Google Classroom, there is a tab that shows the grades and assignments. Have your students show you how to do this. In addition, Synergy is still the official grade reporting system. And so if you can access Synergy through Parent View, you have a record. You'll see the record of all the grades and assignments there as well. Some of the secondary students at the high school are working on Edgenuity. Edgenuity is its own platform, and if you have your student go into Edgenuity, your student can show you their progress in that course. Throughout the district, there are other self-paced learning programs, such as ST Math or Rhymes with Reason. Ask your student how to show you his or her progress in that self-paced learning program. And last, but definitely not least, email the teacher. The teacher is your student's partner for success. The teachers want your students to succeed. The easiest way to email your teacher is to go to Google Classroom on the tab that says Person and email your teacher from there. You can also email your teacher from Parent View in Synergy.
Thanks, Alicia. The A in SMART tips is to ask your students about their learning. If you don't ask your students about school and what they are learning, they will assume that it is not important to you. And if it's not important to you, they will think that they don't need to care either. It's no secret that kids are famous for one-word answers, but don't settle for that. Helping students verbalize their learning is actually very important for them. Students will deepen their cognitive engagement, understanding, and relationship building by talking about their learning. This is also another good reason for you to stay in contact with your student's teacher so that you know what's going on in the classroom.
Thank you, Sherry. And thank you, parents, because we know you do care about their learning. That's why you're here. Just remember to keep asking those questions. The R in our SMART tips, find the right location for learning. For our students, it's probably best if they're sitting upright at a table or a desk or standing on a counter. That's acceptable also. It is really hard to sit still all day. Find a well-lit location. Dark locations oftentimes make it difficult to see and to work. And then find a location that's quiet and away from distractions, not in front of a TV, not with headphones on while they're listening to music or YouTube videos. And definitely no reclining in bed or lounging on the sofa. That's a position of relaxation, not a position that says, I'm ready to work.
Okay, we have made it to our final tip. The T in SMART is turn cameras on. Please encourage your students to be on camera for class. Too many times, a camera that's off means the student is not paying attention, is multitasking, playing on their phone, or even got up and left the digital classroom. It's much easier for students to stay engaged and focused if the camera is on and the student is interacting with the teacher.
So to recap, remember your 6 SMART tips to help your students succeed in distance learning. Set a schedule, have the right materials, monitor their work, ask about their learning, find the right location for learning, and turn those cameras on. Having 6 SMART tips, your students will be prepared for school.
We thank you very much for spending this time with us today. Just a final reminder that there's no school this month for scholars on January 15th, which is the end of the semester, Teacher Records Day, the 18th in celebration of Dr. Martin Luther King Day, and the 27th is a district-wide professional development day.
Thank you.
And we certainly want to thank Ms. Michaels and Ms. Pierce for presenting us that virtual experience of some really important tips. I would say all of those tips are very important, but please make sure, parents, that your students are going to class every single day and that they turn on their camera. There's a different level of interaction when we can actually see each other's face. We can actually see facial expressions. We can see if somebody is getting lost because they're making that weird look that our kids make. We know when they look confused, but if your child's teacher can't see that look, they can't virtually reach out to make the experience better. So please make sure that your child pays attention to those tips. We'll make sure to post that link to that presentation in the comment section, or actually on our Flint Parents page later on. That way you can come back to those tips. If you forgot what each acronym stood for, you'll be able to use that as a reference point. So now we are at the point of our agenda. We want to know what's going on out there, what's going on with our community partners. And of course, who else to ask besides our community school director and our friends over at Youth Quest. So I see that Mr. Jordan has turned his camera on. So if we're going to ask him to pop in and go ahead and unmute yourself and say hi to everybody. Let us know what you're up to. And then I know that our friends from Youth Quest are here too. So once they turn on their camera, we'll be able to hear from them. Good morning, Mr. Jordan. How are you?
Hey, good morning. Good morning. Long time no see. It's good to see everyone's.
Good seeing you.
Hey, I know it's good to see everyone's faces. Thank you for the opportunity to be able to share some of the things we're offering through community ed. Just going to my notes here. Bear with me. I got a bunch of screens open. Excited about this math and more tutoring program. I was taking a lot of notes. Sorry if I was asking a lot of questions in the chat. I just want to make sure.
More questions, more answers, and everybody
Right.
gets on the same page.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm excited about that. So hopefully we can get some students geared up and sent to that program. In community ed, just want to give you an update at Freeman. We've connected with Girl Scouts of Southeastern Michigan. And so every girl that's a student at Freeman, K through 6th grade, will be enrolled into Girl Scouts program. The program will be flexible with virtual programming, as well as some in-person opportunities to earn badges at Scout outings. So excited about that partnership and being able to continue that. We worked with Miss Alexis last school year before we shut down, and she did a wonderful job with the students and flexible with the teachers. And so it was a really good program. So I'm excited to get that back rolling. Also, too, we're going to explore e-learning stations. And so in an effort to make the home learning environment more comfortable, community education led by our community health service worker, Miss Melody, are putting together e-learning stations for every student at Freeman. This includes online login essentials, school supplies, and some decals so they can decorate their space, their mobile learning space. It's an idea Miss Melody had. One of her friends, a student in Atlanta, has an e-learning space, and I was blown away by it. I mean, from the letters, the sight words, the multiplication, keys. And so I was like, we got to do this for all of our students. So I'm excited to get that out. So we're going to be working on that this afternoon, me and Miss Melody, putting together some sample kits so we can just start piecing together everything this afternoon. So also in line of online or mobile learning, we will also have esports at Freeman. And so esports has been something that's been sweeping the nation. I don't know if you all have been checking out ESPN or seeing it online. A lot of college students are getting involved with it. There's a lot of scholarships available for it now. So Freeman will be one of the first pilot schools for introducing the program to Flint schools. Through community education, a small group of about 8 students will form a powerhouse team and explore many sports, including Rocket League, and many 2K franchise games. And so what's the catch? Students selected must be attending school 95% of the time. So we want to encourage students to continue to log on, and for logging on and learning online, you will be rewarded, possibly rewarded with the opportunity to be selected to be on our first ever esports team. And I got a couple more updates. Sorry if I'm going fast.
You're fine. Keep going.
Okay. Awesome, awesome. So huge shout out to our food court member, Farmer Erin Wink. She's been amazing all school year, every intercession. She shows up, she brings the energy, and she's been doing like virtual garden tours. Not now because it's snow outside, but she's been rocking and rolling. So even in her off season, she just there's an opportunity to submit a grant for the budding botanist grant. What is it? Budding. I'm looking for the exact name. Yeah, Budding Botanist grant. And so we were one of the 15 schools that were awarded the grant of $1,200. And so Freeman will expand their garden-based learning opportunity by installing and designing a monarch butterfly way station, also native Michigan berry beds, and some bird habitat, and many more things that Erin has in store. That's just a couple. So I want to give her a huge shout out for just diving into that great opportunity and bringing it home for Freeman. And last but not least, my community health service worker has been extremely busy during this time. And so she's reached out to Clinique. And so we're working on a Clinique partnership to aid scholars with healthy skincare practices, especially during this stressful time. Unhealthy skin should be the last thing they worry about. And so, so that's in the works. So stay tuned to that. Always follow us on Facebook. I always encourage parents, do not block the school number, because that's how you stay updated with a lot of things we got going on at Freeman. And we don't want you to miss out on opportunities. So thank you all again for being able to share.
Thank you, Mr. Jordan. And drop your phone number. What's the best way for somebody to contact you if they got questions about this eSport opportunity? Because you mentioned it's limited spots and you all are the pilot spot. So if somebody's not at Freeman, but they want to participate because it's community ed, what do they need to do to sign up with you?
They can either shoot me a text, or I'm gonna put my cell phone number. I use it as it's my personal number, so you will always be able to get a hold of me, or you can shoot me an email if you're interested. And hey, we'd love to either if we run out of spots, we'd love to be able to allow students to be able to demo that. Again, the catch: 95% attendance or more.
So you can't play sports unless you're at school every single day with maybe
that's right.
1 or 2 missing because you had to go to the doctor. But high attendance means high involvement. So
right, absolutely.
Thank you so much, Mr. Jordan. Have a great day, and thank you for joining us today.
Absolutely. Thank you.
So much detail, so much going on. Mr. Jordan has dropped in his phone number, so make sure that if you need that contact information, put something in the comment section because we'll make sure you get his phone number. But you can also look up Mr. Jordan and all of the other community school directors by going to crim.org. Click on the tab that talks about community education. You'll see him there along with everybody else on the team. So that's the best way to get in contact with any of our community school directors. And next on the screen, we have our friend, Ms. Tari Jones, who is program director with the Youth Quest After School Programs. Good morning, Mrs. Jones.
Good morning, Ashley. This is the first time we've had a chance to actually talk in the new year, and it's so good to see you and so good to hear you and hear all the great things that are going on at Flint Community School. So good morning to everyone who's joining us today. A special thank you to all the parents and caregivers who had to put on yet another hat. In addition to being a parent and a chef and a nurse and everything else, you're now teachers. After this last year as a parent, I definitely have a new appreciation for people who feel called to teach as a profession. As Ashley said, my name is Tari Jones, and I'm the program director of Youth Quest After School Initiative, and it's offered through the Flint and Genesee Chamber of Commerce. In 2020, we just celebrated 10 years of serving Flint students in the after school space, and we're looking forward to the next 10 years, and we're hoping that you can join us. Youth Quest, for those who don't know, is a free after-school program that's housed in all Flint Community School buildings. That includes ALA, Southwestern, and Homestead Middle, so we go K through 12. We offer academic support, fitness, nutrition, arts enrichment, leadership development. We put a heavy priority on youth voice because the youth should be able to inform the programming that they're receiving. So that's a very important tenet for us. And we also have a lot of opportunities for family and community engagement. Your students will have the opportunity to participate in everything from Bollywood, Indian dance, comprehensive sports programs that are provided by our friends and partners at the CRIM sports team, cooking, youth entrepreneurship. We have a really successful youth entrepreneurship program called YQ Biz. We've had students who've gone on to have their own successful businesses, and they've also used YQBiz on their college applications to get into a business program at university. So we're really excited about that. That goes K-12 as well. Our overall goal at Youth Quest is just to help today's students become tomorrow's successes. So we look at a whole child approach, which is why we have so many different focuses, because we know kids have a lot of different interests. We offer programming Monday through Thursday. In the after school space, we offer live remote sessions. We offer recorded sessions for students who aren't able to join us during that normal 3 to 6 time period. Kids are super busy and we get it. Some kids have jobs, some kids have to babysit. So you still have those opportunities to take part in those recorded sessions. And some kids just want to unplug after a long day online at school. So we even offer at-home learning kits that are equally as engaging and help kids with that guided discovery piece. I'm excited to say that beginning February 22nd, right now, Flint Community Schools, they're planning to go back to in-person. And as soon as those doors open, Youth Quest is going to be there. So parents will now have the choice between remote learning or in-person learning for your students. Of course, in-person programs are going to adhere to all safety guidelines for COVID, all protocols set by the district, as well as guidance from the CDC, as well as the Michigan Department of Education. So your kids will be in an environment that's both physically and emotionally safe. If you'd like more information on enrollment and to learn more about the variety of fun and engaging learning opportunities we provide, we welcome you to look us up at flintandgenesee.org, or you can call us at 810-600-1422, or you can visit our social media pages. We're on Twitter and Facebook under Youth Quest. So on behalf of Youth Quest, thank you for being an intentional partner in your child's education. Thank you to the Freeman Elementary Mighty Mustangs. Thank you to our family engagement facilitators who keep our parents and families connected. And of course, one of my favorite community champions, Ashley Strozer, thank you so much. Stay safe, stay positive, and we hope to hear from you soon. And I'm going to go ahead and drop that phone number as well as our website link in the chat for interested parents. Thank you, Ashley.
No problem. Thank you so much, Mrs. Jones. And if you are watching on Facebook, you will see in the comment section, I have put the link to go to the CRIM's website to look up our community school directors. Their information is right there. Also dropped in the website for Youth Quest so that you can get all that information and then some. So just look in the comment section for those resources, because we want to make sure that you know how to get in contact with these wonderful individuals and get your child active in these programs. Ms. Jones dropped a bomb on us. She said, yes, students will be returning back to face-to-face in the next coming of weeks. It'll be different options available. Some will still remain virtual. Some will have the opportunity to go face to face. But when that happens, Youth Quest will be right there that very first day, right out the gate, to help out with those transitions and also to offer great, amazing program as they've always done in the past before. So look for more information to come out about that. I'm sure as we get closer to this kickback date of students returning back to the building, there'll be tons of communication, tons of flyers, tons of postings. So like Mr. Jordan mentioned, if for some reason you're not getting the phone calls, please make sure that you haven't blocked us by mistake. You know, that happens. Sometimes we get a lot of robocalls back to back to back, especially when you have more than one child in the district. You get a lot of phone calls. Maybe you hit that block button by mistake. Go back through your call history, hit the unblock button. If you didn't block us and you're still not getting phone calls, contact your school's main office today. Maybe there was a miscommunication. Maybe we don't have your updated phone number. Maybe it could be a couple of things on why you're not getting phone calls. So make sure if you have not made contact with your school has not contacted you, call them today. And if you don't know how to contact the school, get in contact with the family engagement facilitator. If you go to flintparents.org, you will see that everybody's contact information is listed right there. The family engagement facilitators will be more than happy to be your first point of contact to help you facilitate whatever you may be lost with. Lots of good information, lots of good details shared. So if you are watching this on Facebook, you're not sure what you're tuning into, but you just happen to tune in late, hit the share button, because somebody else that's in your timeline, that's on your friends list, will probably find some of this information very useful to them and their children. So next on our agenda, we're going to hear from the outreach coordinator, Ms. Kiana Powell with Flint Registry, but she's also a part of the Greater Flint Health Coalition. So we're going to ask Ms. Kiana to turn on her camera so that she can give us some updates about Flint Registry and what's going on with our friends over there and different opportunities that may be available.
Good morning, everyone. Kiana Powell. Most of you know me as Kiana Wheeler, but Kiana Powell now. And I see a lot of familiar faces in this call from working at Brownell and Holmes, Ms. Reba, Mrs. Strozier, Ms. Anna Johnson. Good to see you ladies. So I'm gonna give you a quick little snippet of what the Flint Registry is, and then I'm going to explain to you what I'm doing as far as outreach. So the Flint Registry is a project that connects people to services and programs to promote health and wellness and understand how the Flint water crisis has connected has affected the Flint community. So there is a website that I'm going to drop down in the chat, www.flintregistry.org. It has some more detailed descriptions on who, what, where, when, why, basically. And it also has a drop down of the resources that our Flint families or our Flint community members can take advantage of. So as the outreach coordinator for the Flint Registry, my job is just to be present in the community with different events that are going on, different partnerships. I am also responsible for distributing the materials, rack cards. We have hand sanitizers, pens, notebooks, all those different things that you guys could pass out to your families within your schools. I am also responsible for facilitating or running any talks or being a part of any parent meetings and speaking on the Flint Registry. I came to Brownell and Holmes a couple of times to drop off some materials. I've actually been around all the Flint community schools. I've been working closely with the CRIM. So whatever your needs are as far as getting those materials out, I'm the person for it. I don't know if you guys knew who Afton Shavers was. Afton Shavers was in the position that I am now, so I'm filling her shoes. So I'm just trying to get on the ground and network and make some partnerships and build some relationships so that we can push the Flint Registry to our Flint community members and families. So again, if you need to reach me, outreach@flint.org is my email address. You can also get on the flintregistry.org website. It explains how to get the families connected. It's 4 simple steps. Over at MSU, where the interviewer specialists are, they'll take calls, they take questions, they administer the surveys over the phone. We have virtual hours. Right now, since we're dealing with COVID, we're limited to what we can do as far as hosting events. But again, if you need any materials, I can drop those off. I can give those to you. We have a couple of things going on virtually each month to keep our community members engaged and connected. We have ambassadors training. Ambassadors trainings are basically people or community members who can accurately and correctly speak on the Flint Registry so that we can connect as many people as we can. So again, if you have any questions for me, you can reach out to me via email, outreach@flint.org, or you can find the Flint Registry website.
All right, thank you, Ms. Wheeler. And before you disappear, just to kind of highlight a few things, parents, if you did not do the survey previously, because I know that last school year we had Flint Registry at all of our meetings, but if for some reason you just didn't have the time to do the registry to complete the survey, then make sure you get in contact with Ms. Wheeler today. We'll make sure to share her information. We want to make sure that if you want the information, it's available to you, but some of the great benefits of connecting with the Flint Registry, if there are resources that you want to be connected to, just by simply filling out that survey, the resource will contact you. You provide what the need is and they will contact you. Instead of you having to do all the hunting and the searching, they will contact you, they will find you, they will give you the answers to your questions that you're looking for. So it's a great resource. We want to make sure that we're sharing information with our parents so that if they're looking for an answer, we have several different answers to give them. Thank you so much, Ms. Kiana. We appreciate you chiming in and giving us an update, and we look forward to seeing you later on at the next couple of meetings.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. So as we get ready to close out our meeting, we wanted to make sure that if there are any community updates that we want our parents to be aware of, this is the opportunity. We'll do that. Just reviewing over the chat section from Ms. Queen Brown. She said that they are having a parent meeting tomorrow along with their attendance celebration at 5 p.m. And that is for Nethercutt Elementary. For Nethercutt, there's a parent meeting tomorrow and an attendance celebration at 5 p.m. So contact Ms. Queen Brown if you have questions about that. For Ms. Reba over at Freeman, there will be a parent meeting on the 26th at 3 p.m. Contact Ms. Reba so that you can get more information about that so that you can sign up. Ms. Queen also said that Nethercutt students will be having bags filled with school goodies from 11 to 1 p.m. tomorrow. So that's for those Nethercutt students. From 11 to 1 p.m. tomorrow. Stop by the school. No, don't stop by the school. It says they'll be delivered to your bus stop. So if you need more information about that, maybe it's been so long you forgot where your child's bus stop is at. Call Ms. Queen Brown. She'll give you that information. Mrs. Amenue over at Southwestern Classical Academy wants parents to be aware NWEA testing is going on. Make sure you follow up with your individual building. Everybody has different schedule times, but it may be that February the 8th through the 12th, those might be the testing dates for the high school. So you want to know when your child's NWEA testing schedule is, contact the main office. They'll be happy to give that information to you, because when they're doing that testing, we want to make sure that children are resting, they're getting adequate breakfast, that they're getting enough sleep at night, and that we create the proper testing environment for our students. Now, testing environment versus the everyday school environment is a little different, because even though majority of, or actually all of our students are still virtually at the moment, even though parents, we might be in the other room, we might be in the kitchen, we might be in the family room. When they're testing, parents, you can't answer the questions for your students. That testing is just for them so that it can gauge them where they're at and what areas they need to improve on. So while your child is doing their NWEA testing, it might not be a good idea to run the blender. Just little tips like that. That's why we need to know when your child is testing. So want to know when that testing date is for your student? Contact the main office. And we have contact information for Ms. Jones with youth class, for Mr. Jordan. So if you need their contact information and you're watching on Facebook, send a message to the flintparents.org page or put it in the comment section, and someone will follow up with you as soon as this meeting is over with. Let's see if there are any other updates. Oh, there's an update from Ms. Cavett over at ALA. There will be a parent meeting on the 26th at 12:30. We're going to give a special shout out to some of the parents that are watching on Zoom. Ms. Jessica Jeffries from Piers, Ms. Brittany Peacock Scott. Thank you for joining us today. I know I saw some other parents. Let me scroll all the way back up. There's a lot going on over here. Ms. Lillian, thank you for tuning in. And also to all of our parents that are on Facebook, thank you for your likes. Thank you for your shares. And just a couple of more flyers we would like to end with, because we have so much good information, so many tons of resources. Want to make sure we give it to you all at the same time. So the flyer that you are getting ready to see right now, that is the, let me scoot it over. There it is. That is the flyer for tutoring. If you have questions, look for this flyer on our page. It says awards and food giveaways, K through 12 free online tutoring. We met with Ms. Blackson today earlier in a meeting. As she mentioned, the registration date is approaching. Registration ends January 27th. Do not wait till January 26th to sign up. Sign up today. Weekend dates and weekdays are available. So there are 2 sessions again. Look for this flyer, and a lot of us do it. So do it with this flyer. Hit that save button on Facebook, save it to your phone so that you can have it as a resource later on. But make sure you sign your child up for that tutoring opportunity. It's going to be a great experience and you don't want to miss out. Want to make sure you mark your calendar. Move this flyer over. Mark your calendars, because our next Title I Citywide Parent Meeting will be Thursday, February 25th at 9:30 a.m. And the whole school next month will be Directory Month. So make sure you save that date, Thursday, February 25th at 9:30. And we're looking forward to being with our friends at DTM. So lock that date in. And when you see this flyer, make sure you share it on your page. Make sure you share it with your friends and neighbors and other parents that you may be connected with on your Facebook or whatever platform that you're viewing this from. And I do have one more flyer because it's a little cold outside and somebody might need to know this resource. If your child needs a new coat, Crossover Downtown Outreach Ministries has coats available. Give them a call. Their number is 810-234-8688. According to their request, you must bring your MDHHS paperwork to show proof that the child is living in your home. They have sizes available from 2T to 20 and a limited adult size for teens available as well. So this is our friends over at Crossover Downtown Outreach Ministry right there on Court Street. So again, when you see these flyers appear on Facebook, share the button, like the post, give the information to somebody else. We have had a wonderful meeting today. I appreciate everyone that chimed in, whether you were a parent, a co-worker, a community supporter. It has been a wonderful opportunity to have served in this position as board chairwoman for the last 2 years. And I am looking forward to seeing what happens next. Looking forward to seeing the next group of parents that will be stepping up to the plate to become actively involved and to keep pushing for parents to be connected and to making sure that parents remember how important they are, how vital it is for parents to be actively involved in their child's life, not just dropping off and picking up, but knowing what's going on around in their environment. So we want to wish everyone to be safe, continue to do well. Don't forget to mask up and look for those updates coming out about children returning back to school. Have a great rest of your day and have a great weekend.